What's going on, everybody? We back again with another video. 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. First time coming to the channel, welcome to the channel. Yesterday posted a video pertaining to oil pan installation. Did you like that video? If you didn't get a chance to check it out, go back and check it out. Just a little update. Out here in the garage, and I thought I would put my damper on. Now, actually, I put it on yesterday. I made a video. I attached the engine plate. I attached the water pump, and I also put on the damper. But the damper, I didn't torque it down to the 135 foot-pounds of pressure that it calls for. So today I'm out here, and I decided that I would, mess around a little bit out here with this thing and tighten down the damper bolt. And as I was tightening it down, I didn't have the torque wrench on it. Well, let me go back. I forgot to put a little bit of grease on the damper on the outside of the shaft of the damper, so when you insert it into the timing cover, it would then be up against your seal. And I wanted to go back and put some grease on that shaft before tightening it up. And so I said, well, let me take the damper back off. I took it off and I put a little grease on the shaft, put it back on. Bolts weren't extremely tight or nothing like that. And I put it on and I went to tightening down the damper bolt. And I noticed that it's pretty tight. It was fairly tight. And I'm wondering, as tight as it is, how come the crank wasn't turning, wasn't moving? Long story short, I had this oil pan fabricated. Now, casting no stones, no blaming anybody, my own measurements. What was done because that's what I asked to have done. So they did exactly what I asked. So it's on my end. I had the clearance that I needed with that oil pan. But evidently it's not enough clearance. Let me take that back. There is enough clearance. But upon taking the clearance away on the outside, I then don't have the clearance on the inside. So as I'm tightening up this bolt, it doesn't seem like it wants to stop tightening. You're only supposed to torque it down so far. I said, well, let me put the torque wrench on and see exactly where my foot-pounds is with the torque wrench. So I began to torque it down. I started at 50, click, 60, click. I mean, not even putting any weight on it, click. I got up around 90, I'm like, wow, it's clicking real easy like. Got up to about 110, click is still right there. Got up to 130, a little more on it, click. Got to 130, click. Like, wait a minute. So I know that there was more foot-pounds on that bolt, which made me say, well, wait a minute. The crank's not turning. It should be turning less than that, less than the torque of that. So I went the opposite direction. It began to turn, and it went around until it got to a certain spot, stopped. I said, uh-oh. Went back the other way, no problem. Got back to that certain area, stopped. That let me know the crank, when that crank come around, it hit the bottom of that pan, and that's where it stopped turning. That's why I was able to put 130 foot-pounds of torque on that boat without having to hold the back of the crank. So that's where I'm at. So now I have already started. As a matter of fact, I already took all the bolts out to the oil pan. Took all the bolts out. But this right here, this is where the crank is hitting. So that's where I'm at, people. That pan's not gonna work. That pan's not gonna work. And it just so happened my brother called me yesterday. He was watching the video and he's like, man, you know, he asked me certain questions, but it wasn't pertaining to that. And he's like, man, it'd been nice if you could have got a pan like mine, that Kevco pan. But that Kevco pan, it wasn't giving me the clearance for my rack and pinion. So I'm back in the same place I was. I still don't have a pan that will give me the clearance that I need. You know what? This is something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this pan off. I'm gonna turn this crank around to where that particular spot that was touching is all the way up, about like top dead center, but yet just the opposite. It's the bottom. And I'm gonna see exactly how much that crank is protruding above this area here. I'm gonna be taking measurements from here to the top. And then I'm gonna take the measurements from here to the top of that crank. And I'm gonna find out exactly how much is protruding. Because, see, that's what I needed. I needed that inch to come back. That's what I needed. I needed this 4 inches so that I would get that clearance that I need for that rack and pinion. I don't know, peeps. I don't know, as the wife would say, what up, peeps? Yeah, what's up? Well, any suggestions? So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna snatch this pan off. And I know I'm gonna have to clean all this sealant off. And I mean, I put it on nicely because I didn't want it leaking. So that means this is gonna have to be cleaned off and the back. But it is what it is. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Wow. Should have been a better video, but I gotta let you guys know the good and the bad. And this is just one of those bad things that happens. I can't show you all good without the bad. This is one of the bad. And this, I won't be editing this out. This is just what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can't get this pan off. And hey, as I always say, stick with me. Don't give up on it yet. We gonna get it taken care of. We just gotta go another route in order to get it taken care of. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna come back with you and show you where we're at. So just bear with me and we'll get through this thing together. All right. All right, let's see if we can get this pan back off of here without destroying something. He's on there. Oh, glory. Let me see. We already know we're going to destroy this gasket. That's a guarantee. Not so much as worried about the gasket. Not be too bad. I'm trying to clean this stuff up. Saturday was only on there for a day. Wow, whole day. Okay. Yep. We had it touching right here. Had it touching right here. And those are actually, wasn't the crank. Wasn't the crank. It was my bolts. That's what was doing it. So it wasn't the clearance of the crank. It was a clearance of my bolts on my rods. Wow. All right. Okay. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? And that's that one right there. That, matter of fact, both of them. One was hitting in one direction, going one way, and the other one was hitting the other direction, going the other way. Wow. So what it looks like I'm going to have to end up doing, I needed that 4 inches. I needed that 4 inches from here back. Can I settle for a little bit less? Not exactly sure. But what I am going to do, wow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. Yet, I think that I'm just going to have to do a little research. Talk to a few people who has possibly run into this issue. And it's all about this rack and pinion. This rack and pinion is in the way. is just in the way. And maybe, I don't know. I don't know. So you know what? Being a little bit disgusted right now, there is no need for me to continue working around out here today. So I am going to clean this off, and I'm going to get it back to where it's ready to assemble another one, another pan. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't even say that. I am going to clean this up though. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut this video down. You know, sometimes I watch different YouTubers and they run into situations, and I sit there and I laugh a little bit. Yeah, y'all can laugh. It's all right. It's all right. I ain't mad, because we gonna get it in there and we gonna get this thing running. So hey, it is what it is. Hey, you gotta take the bad with the good, and this is just one of the bad things that happens. So I ain't mad about it. I'm a little disgusted with it, but I ain't mad about it. So we gonna keep it moving. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. So we gonna keep it moving, and we gonna, look at that sun trying to come out. And we gonna come back at you with another video. But right now, I'm gonna end this video like I end all my videos. With all that being said, 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. Peace out.